Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're all well and in the best of health. So I'm rushing around at the moment. I've got my hospital appointment that I need to leave for in half an hour. So I've just got my letter there, my bag and my shoes, and now I'm gonna go and get myself ready so that we can leave. I'll be leaving about an hour early because it's in South Manchester, so give myself enough time to get there. So inshallah, I'll see you when I'm there now. I have the pleasure of drinking 600 ml of water for this ultrasound. Great. We finally got out of the house after my husband decided to pray a very long, like mashallah Allah Mubarak, but it took forever. He knew exactly that what time we need to leave the house, what time we've got to be at the hospital, but he decided to take his time. But yeah, we're on our way to the hospital. And drinking water when you're thirsty is a blessing, alhamdulillah, right? But when you have to force it down you and you have to force a certain amount down you, that's when it's just like, oh, be careful. So I've still got about that much left, and then I might have a glass while I'm there as well. It's because I've had surgery on my bowel a few years ago. Forward to it. I have trauma from hospital appointments. Yeah, I had to make him wag work. Well, not wag work, he's self-employed, but I had to say to him that you're not going to go into work today because you need to take me to the hospital. I was going to make myself a GP appointment this morning as well, but I went to sleep at about 4 o'clock. Insomnia is horrible. Like, your body is wanting to sleep, you're desperate to sleep, but you just can't, just tossing and turning. So yeah, we're gonna get there hopefully on time, inshallah. If we get time after my appointment, we'll go to the cemetery. I want to see Dad's grave. So basically, guys, what's happened a few months ago, I think I did vlog it, I can't remember, but the cemetery where my dad is buried at, the graves there have been collapsing, like, for fun. Like, loads of them have literally opened up. You can actually, like, my dad slightly did dip in one side, so we alhamdulillah managed to sort his out and a few others. But I think because of all the rain that we've had recently, it's gotten worse and it's sunk even more. And like, my brother checked it earlier because he had a hospital appointment around the same area, and like, he sent a video and it's quite bad. But usually the cemetery, the council, they leave like a big mound of what is it? Soil, that's it. Soil, and what's the other thing called that you carry in? Wheelbarrow. Oh my god, the brain fog is so annoying. Yeah, a wheelbarrow. So you just maintain your loved one's grave yourself. But he checked today and there was nothing there, so I think we're gonna have to purchase our own and sort Dad's grave out. And you know what the weird thing is, I was dreaming about Dad a lot recently, and I think it was a sign. Mystic Meg. But anyway, yeah, so inshallah I'll go and check my dad out in a bit, inshallah. But the weather's really bad to do it in, can you imagine? Like, when we did it about 3 months ago, you wasn't with us, isn't it? No, you wasn't with us. It was me, Mum and Bai, and yeah, we did that and we did a few others while we were there. But it was hard work, you know. You'd think it's easy, especially the graves that are like in the centre of rows. Trying to get a wheelbarrow through there was difficult, and we're not exactly spring chickens now, we're getting old. So yeah, I feel sorry for the ones that have spent like hundreds and thousands of pounds on like gravestones and surrounds, and they've literally, in fact, they've probably encouraged it to sink.
Underneath the soil is only just a wooden frame.
Yeah. So
over time, when the water goes in there, it rots. The weight of the soil is going to push that down, and the whole frame inside is going to collapse. And then imagine the weight of the soil, then on top of that, the weight of the
surround and the gravestone.
Gravestone and the marble surroundings.
And now they're going to have to get someone else to come in and sort that out, unless they do it themselves. I don't understand. Like, it's no benefit to the people that are in the grave for their life or their hereafter. No benefit at all. It just that thing of a bit of a satisfaction factor that, you know, we've done this thing for our loved ones, but there's no point. There is no point. You'd rather give, like, I mean, from what my estimation, it costs about £3,000 ish to get the whole thing done. And
you can actually pay for 10 fast.
yeah, that, or like pay towards like building a masjid, or like water wells, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but no, they'd rather do that for the worldly, like wawa, as they say it in our Abna language. But anyway, we're almost at the hospital now, so I shall see you soon. We're at the hospital now. Oh, I don't like these appointments. You know what? I shouldn't be ungrateful though. Alhamdulillah, we're done from hospital and now we're going home. My husband is so funny, right? He goes, let's go and get something to eat before we go home. Give me some suggestions. So I give him a suggestion and then he goes, no, because we have to get home before the kids come. I was like, well, didn't you think that before? You're that person that says, yeah, I'll do. In fact, I should be used to it. Yeah, I should be used to it. You've done this all our married life. You'll ask me what I want and then I'll tell you what I want and then you don't do it. Unless you want to do it, give me a suggestion. So now I'm disappointed with him because I was like really thinking, yeah, we'll go and get something, and now we're not. We're gonna go home to nothing. But anyhow, it's like traffic time now because kids are finishing school and people are finishing work. Some are finishing later. I don't know what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. I do want some shoes from Zara. I tried to get them online, but they've run out from my on my side. They've run out in my size and run out in my niece's size. So I did a quick online check and they've got some at Trafford Centre. I don't like going to the one in like central Manchester because it's outdoors and it's a mission finding parking. I refuse to pay them. Well, not that I was going to pay anyway. Probably go Trafford Centre tomorrow. No, today, later on. Today? Are you getting me them shoes? Yeah, right, we'll see. It's around about 6:30 and I'm going to quickly get ready now to go to Trafford Centre with my husband. He's going to pick me up at 7. After we got back from my appointment, I just started like doing housework and little bits and bobs, had my medication. And he taught the kids and then went off to the masjid. And I received my 2 packages here that I've been... I do a lot of online shopping now because I just don't have it in me to go shopping all the time. And plus, when I'm bored and I can't sleep at night, that's when I do most of my online shopping. Well, that's one benefit. Sometimes I actually forget what did I buy last night. Sorry about the shaky hand. Yeah, sometimes I forget what did I actually buy last night and then I have to go into my emails or check into screenshots to see what have I been doing. Because I be like all drowsy girl as well on my medication. But anyway, I've got literally half an hour to quickly get ready. We have left home and on our way to Trafford Centre. I think there's some kind of what? I know. I think it's to do with that event that's taken place, concert or whatever it is at the arena. Is it AO now? Or has it changed from that now to something else? It's always changing. But yeah, we're going to Trafford Centre. So let's hope that it's and we get lots of bargains. So funny, yeah. I went on TikTok the other day and some Asian guys, right, went into this Curry's connected to one of the speakers or whatever they were, like, what was it? Was it like Bluetooth? Something Bluetooth, don't know what it was, didn't really concentrate, and then put that Palestine song on and blasted it. Which one's that? That's a nice colour, that. Choose from there and here. Yeah, because that's where the fragrances and all that are. And the shoes. Yeah. Well, today was disappointing. They had my size in the shoes that I wanted, but they only had like one out and they couldn't find the other one. And online, they have run out. How indecisive were we about food?
I think that's going to change a few times till we get to the car.
They've done a cheap job of Doha Airport with that teddy. Have you seen the one there? It's massive. That's us done from Boring Trafford Centre today. So disappointed, but save my money. Assalamualaikum everyone, I hope you're all well and in the best of health. So after Trafford Centre yesterday, as soon as I got in the car, I hope you can hear me. As soon as I got in the car, I had the most throbbing migraine, and I think it's because me and my husband decided to test a few random fragrances which we're not really used to. So I ended up with a really bad migraine. I tried to go to bed early, but it wasn't happening. I was tossing and turning, tried to go on my phone, but the light was hurting my eyes. And then what else? And then I got really angry at what's going on with these weirdo member of parliament or councillors or whatever they are. I'm not into politics, but the fact that they voted against a ceasefire, like, what are they on? The absolute freaks. Do they not have like family members and children, or are they not even, do they not even have an ounce of like humanity or empathy in them? That, you know, they're little small cute adorable angel babies, right? I mean, all of them deserve to live, but little children being blown to shreds for what? And that really angered me, and it's like really played a lot. So in the pan I've added garlic and ginger, some water, tomatoes and the dry spices. So 2 teaspoons of salt and red chili powder and half a teaspoon of haldi. I'm boiling some kettle water so I can add that to this and speed up the process. Alhamdulillah, I've got all my veg prepped. I've got some potatoes soaking in some salty water. That's just to get rid of that sweet taste, if that makes sense. Some carrots and frozen peas. I'll add these once my masala is done, which looks a little bit like that, if you can see it through the steam. So the masala is almost done. As you can see, the oil is separating from the onions and the rest of the ingredients that are in here. So what I'm going to do is add the carrots first because they take longer to cook. So I'll give them like a minute or so before I put the potatoes and peas in together. I've added the carrots and a splash of water because it was beginning to stick at the bottom. I'm going to let that cook for a minute or so and then add the tomatoes and, not the tomatoes, the potatoes and peas. This is currently on the Bunai stage, so not too long before it's cooked through. Had to add a little splash of water again because it was sticking at the bottom. See if that's cooked through. Nope, it's not cooked yet. Cook it further. Alhamdulillah, it's now complete. I've added a teaspoon of garam masala and some frozen coriander. The reason why I freeze it is because I can't get through like a whole bunch or 2 bunches so quickly, and they end up rotting and stuff, and I prefer it this way. So yeah, I've added some coriander and some garam masala. I might add a bullet chili or 2 just for that extra fragrance. I'm going to put the lid on and let the remainder of whatever crunchiness is left in the potato cook through. I don't like it when they're overcooked and they break about. So with it being in them, it will cook through perfectly. It's almost 12:30 at night and I'm sat here watching my purchases and testing my perfume because I've not smelt that in ages. So I didn't open my packages yesterday because of my really bad migraine and just a really busy day. So I did that today. There's a story behind this bag. I seen this bag. I needed one for every day, to be honest. Like a small-ish but enough to fit my things in, like a medium-sized one. And I really like this when I seen it in June in Lahore Packages Mall, and I thought, you know what, let me sort all of my no stuff out and the wedding related stuff, and then I'm gonna come back anyway, I'll get it then. I went back and it wasn't there. I was gutted. Anyway, I thought, forget it doesn't matter. And I thought that basically depending on which country you're from, and which country do you actually sell from, they do different designs according to the country. Like, so for example, Pakistan, there'll be more like sandals and sliders and all that kind of stuff, and whereas UK it'll be like boots and more wintry kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I went back and it wasn't there, so I thought, okay, I'll check in UK when I can be bothered. Come back and I started checking online to see if they had it one night when I was bored, and they didn't have it anywhere. I put the name of it, I think it's called Daytona or something. I put that in Google, nothing come up like with it being in stock. So I thought, okay, Qadar never mind, something better will come up. And then a couple of days ago, I was on their website, June's website, because I'm after like wedding shoes for me, my mum, like basically I'm doing everyone's shopping. So I was having a look, and then this popped up, and I was like so surprised, and there was only one left, and I was like, I'm getting that. So alhamdulillah, I got the bag that I wanted. It doesn't even look like a Dune one, to be honest. It reminds me a little bit of that Fendi Peekaboo, I think. That's what it's called. I can't remember. But anyway. Oh, my hand's shaking. Yeah, so I've also got myself the organza perfume. I needed a new collection because all of mine are like finishing now. I left my 200ml of Versace, I don't know which one it was, in Pakistan, and the other ones are like coming down to literally nothing now. So I need a new perfume collection. I also got my husband some bottoms. I got him Under Armour, Nike and Columbia, and I need to find some tops matching this, or probably t-shirts or hoodies or both. So I'm gonna do some browsing, insomnia-fied browsing. That's when I do most of my shopping, when I can't sleep. And I've got a headache again today. I'm really, oh, my hands are shaking. I don't understand why. I feel really down, and I shouldn't do, because we do not lose hope in the mercy of Allah. Like, inshallah, everything will work out for the best in everything that we're going through. I know like people on the outside look like, you know, they're living perfectly normal lives, but only them and their families and people close to them, and most importantly, Allah knows what they're going through. So I sincerely pray that if you are going through any kind of problem, issue, trial, tribulation, you know, health problems, health scares, and just generally whatever is affecting you right now, that Allah alleviates your suffering, and He also alleviates the suffering of all those who are oppressed, in particular those in Gaza. Ameen. Please remember me, my family, the Ummah in your special and precious du'as. Jazakallah khair. I will speak to you in the next one. Time for me to shop now. Assalamu alaikum.